Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be talking all about SPF. So summer has finally arrived here, nice and sunny today here in Portland, Oregon, and I thought I would just go through my favorite SPFs. We're going to focus mainly on face products, but I will tell you one of my favorite cheapy all over body SPFs that I really enjoy, which is just as important to protect. So if you're interested in hearing more about my favorite SPFs across the board, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay. First things first, I want to talk a little bit about chemical SPF and physical SPF. So if you're new to my channel, I am someone who has kind of fussy skin that does not always get along with SPF. So I tend to focus on physical sunscreens, which are a mineral-based sunscreen. Now the difference between physical and chemical sunscreens are how they react, like how they hit the skin and what the rays do. So physical sunscreens are going to be mineral-based sunscreens such as titanium dioxide and zinc. So we probably all remember the lifeguards at the pool with the little white noses because they were putting zinc on their nose. And what that does is the rays are going to come to your skin and it's going to bounce off. So this lays on top. So physical sunscreens are going to lay on top, and then the UV rays are going to bounce off of your skin, versus kind of the way chemical sunscreen works is that it absorbs into the skin, but it makes the rays non-damaging. So physical sunscreens rest on the skin's surface, reflecting UV rays. They're allowed in Hawaii and they're not damaging to the coral reefs or other sea life. And physical sunscreens are the only type of SPF to protect against melasma, age spots, if the product contains zinc oxide or titanium dioxide. Now, chemical sunscreen, on the other hand, the UV chemical filters are absorbed by the skin and metabolized by the body. So they are going to be absorbed into the skin versus bouncing off, and it does not protect against melasma and age spots. Also, many of the chemical sunscreens are banned in Hawaii due to damage to the coral reef. So over 50% of coral reefs have been killed due to chemical sunscreen. Now, some companies also are going to be containing a little mix of both chemical and physical sunscreens. So today you're mostly going to see physical sunscreens because that's what works with my particular skin type. So let's start with my holy grail. So my holy grail sunscreen, if you've been watching my channel, it's going to come as no surprise. It is Glow Skin Beauty. This is the Solar Shade SPF 50. And this guy is titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. It's very calming to the skin. And you guys, this is what I use to prep my skin every single day. I literally have been using this for 2 years, maybe even longer, and it is just my holy grail. So the reason I like it, it is going to come out like a lotion, and you will get a little bit of a white cast, but it disappears. So it is very hydrating to the skin. And again, you guys, I have dry, more mature skin. So what I find is that this just melts right into my skin. So don't worry, this is going to melt in. But because this does contain zinc oxide, you're gonna get that little white cast for just a minute. But this one just makes me have a nice little glow on my skin. Oftentimes when you guys are asking me how I prep my skin, this is this guy. So we're just gonna let this kind of melt into the skin. Very hydrating. It is not greasy feeling. So that's one of the things with a lot of SPF. They feel greasy, they feel heavy on the skin. This Glow Skin Beauty does not feel that way whatsoever. And again, it is kind of calming to my kind of fussy skin. So once I got onto this Glow Skin Beauty, I really have not looked back. I have used tons of other, good kind of sunscreens, but this is my ultimate favorite. I literally could probably stop the video right here and be like, this is it, but I'm not going to do that. I do have some other favorites from other brands that I do enjoy, but on the day-to-day, this is my holy grail SPF physical sunscreen. I love the fact that it has 50 sunscreen in it, so it's a little bit higher based, and basically, you guys, anything, it needs to be above 30 in order to really protect your skin. And of course, they're, reapplying it is key. I don't always do that during the day, but I just want to show you, it has kind of sunk into my skin. It is just a glorious kind of SPF, not heavy, hydrating, but not heavy or greasy. And it just is, I find, very calming to my skin. So love that. And I actually have not tried, they do have a tinted version, and I have not tried that. So I'm going to order that so we can test that out as well, because sometimes in the summer, we just want to wear a tinted SPF. We don't really want foundation. So I will do that for you. But this is my holy grail. I also do have a code for you. I buy mine on subscription from Christine at Frisco Beauty. She's a good friend of mine. And if you use the code Abby20, you'll get 20% off of your purchase. She also sells other fantastic like Fit Glow Beauty stuff, as well as truth treatments. So she's fantastic, you guys. Her shipping is so quick, and I just adore her. So again, I'll leave the code down, but this is my holy grail SPF. Next, I want to focus on another sunscreen without a tint, and this is from May Love. So this is a great brand that offers really kind of cheaper alternatives to higher end products, such as my CE Ferulic. They have a fantastic dupe glow maker serum that seriously is like a dupe for my CE Ferulic from SkinCeuticals. But they have the sun protector. Now this is an SPF 30, and this is 100% sheer mineral sunscreen. So this one is just containing zinc oxide, but they somehow have miraculously made this very sheer, and it feels very nourishing to the skin. So they have fortified this with vitamins C and E, and it doesn't contain any avobenzoin, oxybenzoin, parabens, dyes, and fragrances. This is just silky smooth, light as air. And let me show you this. This works fantastic, again, underneath makeup, and it is just so nice, you guys. I really like this one. So this one is going to have an SPF of 30 versus 50, but this one has like a little bit of a thinner consistency. The Glow Skin Beauty is going to be more like a lotion. Again, it's not greasy at all. This one's got a slightly silkier, lighter texture, but it does have an SPF of 30. Works fantastic. If you can see, you guys, both of them are going to give you a nice little glow on your skin. And I think part of my big message here is I wish that I had worn SPF when I was younger. I will even admit that I was in synchronized swimming in high school, and we all took ourselves to the tanning beds trying to get tan before our big show or event that we put on at the end of the year. So I wish I hadn't done that, because I'm paying the piper now with sun damage and sunspots. So if anybody young is watching, I would highly recommend that you find an SPF that you really enjoy, that doesn't feel icky on your skin, and use it, use it, use it. I'm trying to teach that to my daughter and my son, but I just have to say SPF is the best anti-ager out there. Out of all of my expensive products that I use, SPF is the one that is the most important. So PSA there. Okay, let's move on to some more of the tinted products. So colorscience, I've been using these recently in videos, and I have used them in the past. So I love the entire colorscience SPF line. I originally started using their products with their powder Mineral SPF that I keep in my purse. I just love to brush that on, especially, you guys, of reapplying SPF is sort of the key, and oftentimes I admit I'm not even the best at that, but I keep that colorscience SPF powder and I just will brush it on. And I know it's somewhere in my house right now, but I couldn't find it, but I have 2 of them. So now these Sun Forgettable, these are the Total Protection Face Shield SPF 50. This again is a physical sunscreen, 12% zinc oxide, and I have both the original as well as the glow. Now I'm going to show you these. I have to admit, I really like both, and I also want to pick up the bronze because I find these to be either good mixers or just like today, like I was teaching my gym class and I just am wearing the face shield today. I'm not wearing any kind of foundation, and that's the thing I love about this, is that you literally can use these guys just like a foundation. It's got a little bit of a tint. Now they are saying these are universal shades. Not so sure about that. So that's one where I would say I think it would give anybody kind of a light glow, and hopefully on a darker skin tone, not so ashy that sometimes sunscreens can do. So I think that bronze color from Colorscience might work a little bit better. But this one is the original, and it's going to give you a nice little glow. These are very thin, but they're not too watery. So if anybody's tried the SkinCeuticals Fusion one, it was very thin and a little bit watery. That one always pulled a little gray on me, versus these have a really nice kind of undertone to them. Then we have the Glow Master, and you guys, this one is very glowy. Like, I think this is a beautiful primer. And here is this. This is the glow. And okay guys, this is the original Sun Forgettable. Okay, so this color, and then we've got the glow, and as you can see, it's got a little bit more of a golden kind of tone to it. Both of them give you a really nice healthy glow. Again, that's what I'm wearing, a mix of both of those today, and I really like it. Now, I did have someone tell me that they have the bronze shade and then they just mix all 3 of them together. I think that I might have to try that combination out. These are fantastic, would highly recommend them. I find that my Glow Skin Beauty for me is a little bit more hydrating, but just remember, I do have dry, more mature skin. Now, I also do want to mention that I love Colorscience. This is the 3-in-1 Total Protection Renewal Therapy. You guys, I love this stuff. I'm literally almost out of this, and I think that it is fantastic. It actually color corrects your eye, so it's nice, hydrating, kind of thick kind of eye cream. I love this as well. So again, I'm wearing that today. It's like a little bit peachy. It just kind of brightens things up. When I first got it, I was like, oh no, it melts right into the skin. So beautiful. And they did just launch new colors in that. This is the shade Medium, and they now offer 4 different shades: fair, medium, tan, and deep. So there's going to be a little something for everyone here, and this has an SPF of 35. Definitely like being able to protect underneath that delicate eye area. Again, we often forget about that, and we also forget about our lips. So this is fantastic, and the whole line, I have the powders that I use and I keep them in my purse, and I have to say that's a key element as well, because you do need to reapply, especially during the summer. So the whole Colorscience line, I have no complaints. Really think they're fantastic, and especially kind of fun if you just want to use something like a little bit of a tinted kind of SPF as your foundation. Those are the ones I would reach to. Now I have another one of a favorite tinted, and again, this is what I kind of use on my gym days or just on days, you guys, when I'm doing very minimal makeup, and that is from Elastin. This is their HydroTint, and this is the Pro Mineral Broad Spectrum SPF 36. This is a mix of titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. Now, if this tone works for you, then you are in business. This gives you a gorgeous kind of foundation look on the skin. It comes out as a nice little cream, you guys, as you can see here, and it just makes your skin look amazing. Now, con with the Elastin is that it comes in this one shade currently, so if this is going to either be too dark or too light, obviously that's not going to work. As you can see, it's not my exact skin tone either, but I really do like it when I have a touch of color on my face. And this one also has skincare benefits in it. This is an all mineral lightweight formulation, an SPF 36 broad spectrum UVA UVB sun protection, universal tint. This also has environmental pollution protection ingredient, as well as counteracts infrared generated free radicals, oil free, fragrance free, reef friendly formulation, and water resistant for 40 minutes. There's going to be no white residue, and it's perfect as a makeup primer or in place of makeup. And you guys, I find this to be in place of makeup. As you can see, it has a lot of actual coverage to it. So this is another one of my favorites. Again, I usually pull this out on the day that I am going to teach class because I want to look a little put together, but I don't want to look like a makeup head. So even though I am one. Now the next one is a mix of chemical and physical sunscreen. This one does not irritate my skin, but in general I tend to always focus on more of a physical sunscreen for my own personal fussy skin, but did want to mention that this one is so lovely. So this is the Dermatology Tinted Moisturizer SPF 46. And this one includes some really nice skincare benefits in it, such as hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, as well as vitamin E. So this is going to be oil-free, really lovely texture on the skin, a little bit more moussey in texture. Physical. So this one's a mix. Now the reason this one is really nice, it's actually a little bit moussey when it comes out. So it's going to have a very lightweight feel to this. This also is a little lighter in tint than you can tell from that Elastin one. Another great choice, and this one has a little higher SPF of 46. So I wanted to include at least one that has a mix of physical and chemical sunscreen in it, since I know some people love that. Now we do have one new one that I have been testing out. It is not going to launch until the 26th, but I do have a 25% off code, and I have to say I actually think it's fantastic. This is from City Beauty, and I've been intrigued by City Beauty. Lots of their products are fantastic, but they sent me the Skin Perfecting Daily Veil, and this is a broad spectrum SPF 39, and this is again going to be a physical sunscreen. A physical sunscreen that includes titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. But you guys, this one is lovely in texture. So it's got this really kind of pretty primer-like look to it. It feels very serum-y. But it is lovely, and so I wanted to mention that it's got a little bit of a white cast when you first put it on, but it just has this really light kind of nourishing feel to it, and I've really been enjoying it. Now it's got a little touch of fragrance in here that's sort of masking the SPF, just sort of smells like SPF to me. But again, wanted to mention this is launching on the 26th, and I do have a 25% off code. Been enjoying this, playing around with this, so I'll use this on camera, but thought I might as well go ahead and mention since I have been enjoying it. Okay, now for body, In general, just as my body lotion, I usually use the Aveeno body lotion. It only has an SPF of 15, so it is a light SPF. It's not giving you the exact coverage, but that's just sort of my daily body lotion, so I have some sort of protection. I live in the Pacific Northwest, so most of the year I'm not too worried about my body. I usually have, you know, sweaters and stuff on, but I always like to have a little layer of SPF on. So that's just kind of my overall generalized kind of body lotion. Now, if I'm actually going to go out into the sun, I do have to say I love the Neutrogena. This is the Ultra Sheer Body Mist in 70. I learned this little tip from Toddy and I think Scott Barnes. This was funny. He sprayed this all over. He actually uses it almost like a gloss on people's. It gives you the most glorious looking kind of glow on your skin. And so I thought that was funny. And you're also getting protection. So no, this is a chemical sunscreen. It doesn't seem to bother my body much. It's really my fussy face that really doesn't like physical sunscreen. So this will be something that I would use. I love that it has a 70 and it doesn't feel greasy on your skin. One more that I have bought in the past that I do want to mention is Supergoop, the Forever Young Body Butter. It has an SPF 40. It feels so lovely on the body. That one's going to run you $38, so a little bit more if you're going to be coating up your body, but that is a very lovely kind of body butter. It's going to have more protection and it just feels fantastic and very hydrating on the skin. So the Supergoop I would say is great for if you're dry skin. For actual protection that's easy to spray on, I would do the Ultra Sheer Body Mist. Again, lots of good options, but you definitely want to protect your overall body as well. Okay guys, I did find my little sun forgettable powder. This was in my purse and these are just so easy. So this is what I use. It just comes out with a little brush like that and you are going to just kind of get it going here. And then I just brush this on the skin and these are just fantastic. I have this in fair as well as medium. These are fantastic and you guys, I highly recommend keeping this in your purse or in your car. Little extra step to be applying when you're out and about in the world. So fantastic product here. Okay guys, those are basically my favorite SPFs currently. As always, I'm always game for trying new things, but I will say Glow Skin Beauty, that's my favorite SPF, Holy Grail. Been using it for 2 years, but of course I'm always open to trying other things. And then I cannot live without these colorscience, these little powder products that I will keep in my purse and in my car. I hope this was helpful and I encourage you to get outside, enjoy the sun, but of course protect your beautiful skin as well. So I will be back with another video soon. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.